Hello everyone, this is Eng.Ouma and today I'm happy to have you back. In the last tutorial we discussed how to install a localhost server, and the server we installed was XAMPP. And now to check if I have a localhost server installed, I'll go to my browser and search for localhost, and it's supposed to open XAMPP homepage, and here I have my XAMPP homepage. So today in this session I want us to learn how to merge or how to import MySQL database to a localhost database if in case you've downloaded a source code or if you've acquired source code from another source. So here when you check here, I have my localhost dashboard, and from here I can use this to access my SQL database and my PHP and my PHP MyAdmin, and you can see from here I can create a database. I can perform all database queries. So I want us to learn. Suppose you've downloaded a source code from some tutorial or from some internet sources and you want to utilize this source code. So for that source code to work, when you will be pasting it or when you will be incorporating it to your localhost server, you have to get the database installed and you have to get that database merging in PHP MyAdmin. So what we will do here, I want to show you. Here I have my home directory and I want to go straight to a directory where I've installed my XAMPP. So if you are using Linux, XAMPP is installed in this opt folder. I then lumped. Then you, for any project you will be creating inside a XAMPP folder, you will go under htdocs. So I'll open htdocs, and if you can see here the localhost, then we have the dashboard directory, and here indeed we have the dashboard directory here. So here we can create our own folder, and to create any folder, if you, in case you are using Linux, to create any folder in XAMPP, you have to access the XAMPP directory as a root. So whatever we will do, we will open as root. Then we will enter our password, the root password. So you've seen it has opened as root, and I have elevated privileges. So what I will do, I'll come here and create a folder called tutorials. I'll rename this folder. This is my new folder, and I will call it tutorials. After renaming it to tutorials, so suppose I have, from this folder tutorials, this folder I can have my projects under this folder. Make sure that you create a folder in order to accommodate your projects under this htdocs directory. So I'm talking about if you have a source code. If you check here and I go to home, then under downloads I have some source codes here. So I have PHP projects and all these are source codes. So I want to show you how to open this source code because they are zip folders. So I want to show you how to open these source codes and how to use these codes, source codes, and open them using your XAMPP server. So whatever we'll do, the first process I will do is to extract this source code. So I will come to this. Let me pick one, and I want to pick online ticket reservation. So online ticket reservation, I will come and open with Archive Manager. So this is my online ticket reservation folder. Then I extract the folder and I say I want to extract it under PHP project. So I have to extract it under PHP project and extract. The extraction is successful. The extraction is successful. So when I go back and I open project, you can see online ticket reservation is now active, and it is now a folder that I can utilize. The second thing I will do, I will come and copy this folder and move it to htdocs under this folder that I created. So I'll come to these tutorials and paste my folder here. So I have my folder pasted here. So what I'll do, I can this name is too long, I can rename it, and I say I can call it online ticketing. So I have online ticketing. So to open this online ticketing, what you have to do, I'll minimize that and minimize that. So I have my localhost dashboard. To access that online ticketing folder, or what the content of online ticketing folder, because that I can say is a full website, I will come and open it here with localhost /tutorials, because we created a directory called tutorials/online ticketing. Then enter. I've entered. There's a problem here. Yes, let me correct that. Let's check online ticketing. So what I can do, I can copy this and come here and paste. Yes, then this I change to local host. Yes, so I'm in the root directory of online ticketing, and I have one more folder called ticket reservation. So I can either add it here, ticket reservation, to open the ticket reservation, and when I open ticket reservation, you can see now I've opened the full website of the ticket reservation source code I downloaded. So you can see I have my ticket reservation website here. So you find that if I go to log in, I cannot be able to log in even if I have the login details. And the first procedure you are supposed to do before utilizing this online ticketing, you open the folder and you will get this text with readme first. So here you will get the full instructions from the developer how to go through that package or that source code. So we'll just open this and we will say admin's login is admin and password is admin, and the admin says that don't forget to create a database naming medallion.sql and import the SQL file and run. Without the database, the project won't run. So we must create this database, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do, how to import this database, because here we have the website but we don't have the database in PHP MyAdmin. So whatever we'll do, I'm going to create a database called medallion. So I will just copy this name. Then here I also have the admin login for this site. If in case I'm the admin to this site, so if I return to home and if I want to log in, those details I was given are for this admin login page. So I'm going to access to show you how to import that SQL database. And when you come to this online ticketing, you go to ticket reservation, we check for the SQL file. SQL file is under database, and you can see we have medallion.sql. So we want to incorporate this SQL database into our server, so that the server can be able to read and communicate with this database and the website. So I will come to my server, XAMPP server, and search for localhost home. So I'll be taken to my localhost home and I'll go to PHP MyAdmin. So PHP MyAdmin here, I'll create a new database and name this database medallion. So I had copied a name, and I'm just going to copy that medallion name here. I didn't copy it well, so I'll just come to readme text, then copy the whole of this name, then paste it here. So that's the name of our database, and create. So after creating that database, you can see it here created. I'll go and import that database, the medallion database, from the other folder. I have to give this database the same name as the database file. That's why, to avoid mistakes and errors, I had to copy that name to make sure that it's an exact name that I was given from the source code. A failure to do that, you are going to have problems in your website will have problems to connecting to the database, and there will be problems reading files from the database, and the import will not be successful. We'll get an error if we don't use the same database name. So I'll go to import, then choose file. Choose file. I'll be directed to where that file lies, and you remember I had my file under PHP projects. This is where first I extracted the file, so it's just the same file because I copied it to the root folder of the server. So I'll come here, and I have online reservation, ticket reservation, then go to database, then I select on medallion.sql and open. After that, I will press on go. So it's importing the database. So it will create all the tables and insert all the data from that database file into our database, so that the database can communicate efficiently with our website. So you can see here our database has returned results, and you can see they are successful. These ones which are in pink, they are comments from the developer. So these are developer comments, and that shows, if we don't have any error, that shows that the import was successful. So I have my medallion database, and these are the tables, as you can see. And when I open a table, you can enter a data. So what I'll do, I want to go and log in to the admin page. Now that I have imported the database from the source code, I want to go and log into the admin page so that I can view reservations. So this is online ticket reservation. Let me return to home. And now reserve a ticket. Let me reserve a ticket. Yes. So schedule for travel, accommodation type, and passenger info, and payment info. So origin, let me take that as the origin. Destination, yes, and departure date, let me put it today. Yes. Next, accommodation, I want a tourist. Then total passengers, we are 15. Then next, please review your passenger information. You can't change the reservation once. Proceed. Then I say full name is John Makamo. Age is 82. Gender is male. Booked, I booked 15, so it will give me 15 options. So let me go back and reduce that. Yes. Next, I want to say tourist, and I want to book for 2. Next, so I'll only have 2. I'll have mine and 2 others. Yes, I'll have mine and 2 others. So I say John Makamu. Address is box that Arusha. Then I'm booking it for full name Eng.Ouma Nyang, and age is 87, gender is male. The second one, I'm booking it for my wife called Sarah Fatma, who is aged 78, and next, book successful. Okay, so you can see that I booked John Contact Makamu, PO Box Arusha, and I booked for Sarah Fatma. There was a problem here. Departure price is 490, total is 490. So when I go to admin login page, remember that we had created the database, and now our database can read whatever we'll give. When we go back to readme text, I get that the username is admin and password is admin. So I'll come here and type key in admin, then password is also admin. So we want to see if reject that. Now you can see that my a client booked, and this is the book ID, booked by John Contact Makamu, address Arusha, departure date, and you can accept payment. That this you can accept payment if he did a payment. So you see the booker and you see the clients that were booked for, or the family members that he booked for, and say accept payment, transaction successful. So transactions, you can see that these people now had booked and all had paid. So ladies and gentlemen, that's how you create, let me log out, that's how you import MySQL database from a source code to your PHP My Admin in your local host server. You can download, I'll make it available for this source code so that also you can try it out. And if you have any problem in opening the source code, or if you have any problem to import this database, then you can contact me and I'll be ready to assist you. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share for more. Thank you.